The best clients are the ones that come to you. And once you understand the power of inbound leads, you'll never have to chase another client ever again. So how do you make clients come to you? I mean, it's very easy to say, but there are a couple of things. So first of all, stop using freelancing platforms. Those are kind of a race to the bottom. And although a good freelancing profile can bring you inbound leads, but you need to stop relying on sort of sending proposals and just relying on those freelancing platforms to bring you all the clients. I did start my career on Upwork, and I'm very grateful that I did, because I do have like a very well-built profile. But after a certain point, it makes sense to leave, and that's what I did. And once you hit about $2,000 per month, you need to start looking for work elsewhere. And then one of the best ways of finding clients is by joining small communities. So what do I mean by that? There are a lot of Slack groups out there where a lot of different clients or your avatars are kind of sitting there. Personally, I've been part for SEO link building groups. I've been part of LinkedIn growth groups. So it's difficult to find them, but definitely really worth exploring and finding out where these different communities are based and how can you get in. Those are usually not that big, and there is way easier to build relationships with the people there. And I've gotten so many clients and leads from those communities that I highly suggest you do the same. Another way of finding these small communities is just going on different forums. For example, Indie Hackers website, I've used to post there a lot. I've used to be very active there a lot. I've met people through that community. So finding where your clients kind of hang out and being very active, there is a lot of potential of just going to different forums and just being an active community member there. Then we also have paid communities. So paid communities are where again, there is a certain fee or access, but I did find that whenever something is paid, a lot less people are joining, which means the community is usually very tight. So if you are in, you will be able to form very close relationships with those people inside if you put the effort in, and those people will convert to clients eventually. I also found out that joining courses that have a big community aspect to them, especially the ones that are hosted on Circle, that's just the platform where all of the people kind of hang out. It's also a very powerful thing because you can create your profile, you can add links, you can add headline of what you do, and you interact with people, a lot closer. You can comment on posts, you can ask questions, and you can, join different breakout rooms. It's some of the best clients I actually found through unrelated courses to anything that I personally do as a freelancer. But I found a lot of clients there because I didn't really need to advertise myself. I was just being an active community member, meeting people, building relationships, and then finally somebody just asked for my services. One of the easiest clients ever, and I still work with a lot of these clients until this day. And then another way of making clients come to you is through referrals. However, this is a lot more difficult to implement because you need to kind of work with someone for quite a while until you've provided them with so much value and you're so memorable that they will start preaching you to others. I do actually have a whole separate video going into this topic, but I do believe it's actually one of the best ways of getting clients. It's probably one of the most difficult ways. That's why it's one of the best ways, because one of the best clients come through referrals. But I'll link that video down below so you can check it out. I've go into much more depth of how I think it's you are able to do the same thing as I did, and how I basically half of my freelancing business is created just through word of mouth and referrals. So check that video out, and I'll see you in the next one.